Good morning. So this morning I've done a reading with Matthew John, who's in New York, and we tuned in to the guides and spirit, and we looked at where I needed to look at. We looked at a couple of past lives. We tuned into my twin, who's on the other side, and we tapped into a little bit of the past lives that I've experienced. So we are immortal spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. And just because we don't remember our past lives doesn't mean they didn't happen. So that's why I'm fascinated from this spiritual work and spiritual realm. To me, this is everything. And it's an exciting journey unraveling and going through it. And Matthew John, he helped me to tune into some of the past lives that I've experienced and maybe some of the karma that I'm still playing out in this lifetime. Yeah, so we dived deep into past lives. We also dived into future potentials and where I'm still blocking myself. So Matthew addressed that self-sabotage might possibly be holding me back, and that still stems from a sense of unworthiness and to do with my self-esteem and still not fully loving myself in this physical body, which is interesting because I do try my best, but it's been brought to my conscious awareness that there are many layers to this journey, and the minute we think we know it all, that's when we cut ourselves off. There is going to be constant spiritual work to be doing. And what happens when we seek out other professionals, other guides, other people that are done the spiritual work, they can get another perspective on what we're experiencing because we're emotionally invested. So if I think of me with clients, I give the best advice, but because I'm not emotionally invested in their situations, I get the messages for them clear. And that's what I really found useful today with Matthew's reading. I feel completely uplifted. It was more of a positive reading. We didn't dive into many traumas. We more focused on the happy potentials and just the course corrections. And he also helped me look at where I need to work on and hone my psychic abilities. So we all have these gifts. So we have our different clairs, clairsentience, clairaudient. I can't remember the other one, but we use our intuition. So some of us feel, some of us hear, some of us see. So Matthew really shared some nice, useful, practical tips to help clear your thought process and get out of your own way, which is, we're all in our own way. The only people that are stopping us from moving forward is us and that inner voice and then belief systems. Thank you, Matthew, for such an amazing, beautiful reading. Now you can get in touch with Matthew via Instagram and book a session and see what's been happening in your past lives. Maybe tune into some spirits that are over the other side, look at potential futures, love lives, career. I would highly recommend that reading. So I feel really good and thank you so much. Namaste.